Hello everyone, I'm 100% me and this here is my good friend Wood, and I'd very much like to welcome you back into my world where we've got a really big problem. If you've watched my videos recently, you'll know that there have been a bunch of really weird things happening. Earthquakes, to be specific. Lots of weird earthquakes, and I didn't know what they were about. And so I decided to investigate. I looked all over my world and then I found myself here in the Grasslands. You know that area that I've sort of been neglecting for the past couple of episodes? It may not be obvious right now, but if you follow me over here, you will see that there is a pretty big crack in the ground. And that's not good. To be clear, this wasn't here before. And I think this crack appearing in the ground is kind of what made those earthquakes happen. So what I figure I do is I kinda go down here and investigate, see what's up. Trying to slowly make my way down. Because it's really narrow, you can't really fly. I'm sort of trying to fly. There you go, I landed somewhat safely. Ooh, iron! It did expose a whole bunch of materials, that's nice. Looks like we've all... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, this goes pretty deep, all the way to deep slate. What? It even went straight... Oh, I'm being shot. It even went straight through it. Okay. Uh-oh, there's... Oh no! There's a lot of bad guys here. What even is this guy? This one is one that spawned in the swamp, I think. Never seen that one before. Look at that, this crack even tore straight through a cave. I mean, you'd sort of expect that crack to make this cave collapse or something. I don't know. I don't understand Minecraft physics. I don't understand why there's suddenly a crack over there. Oh, no, no, no! You okay, Wood? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, Wood, of course, isn't really affected by the physical. Like, for example, an explosion. Hello, thank you very much. Let's not do that. This really is a pretty big cave. Wow. I also appear to be getting myself distracted again. Let's get back to the matter at hand, which is this crack that appeared. Why did it appear? Rain is coming through. Great thing it's getting night, because now I can sleep it away. There you go, much better. So of course, there's the really big question. Why is this gap here suddenly? What's causing this to appear? What's caused this to... exist? Now I know that some of you viewers are fairly new here, so I think I need to catch you up on a few things that have happened in this series so far. It's time for a recap. It all started in the very first episode when I stumbled upon this area that I later came to learn was called the Grasslands. Alright, so coming up this hill here, you can see that this biome, this plains biome I think it is actually surrounded by the swamp, which I think is really awesome. A plains biome surrounded by mangrove trees. I genuinely thought it was the perfect area to set up, and so I did. The trouble started happening when I first lit my nether portal. And so I figure I tuck it nice and tightly into the roots of this tree over here. Let's see, do I have flint and steel? There we go. Let's go through. That was something that apparently I wasn't really supposed to do. Because just a few episodes later I got visited in my dream by the Guardian of the Grasslands. And she told me a whole bunch of stuff that I still do not understand. Like, for example, the Grasslands is an area where a lot of mystical creatures live. The thing is, we can't see them because they live on a different area in the fabric of reality. Like, what? Are you still following? And apparently, me opening a nether portal sort of tore a hole through the fabric of reality, which apparently was really bad. And so the Guardian of the Grasslands kind of made me the caretaker of the Grasslands and charged me with fixing the tear, which is a task that I have been neglecting. Also in the dream, apparently I wore the exact same shirt. She also introduced me to Wood, who is kind of supposed to guide me in that whole thing, but well, I don't think either of us really know how to mend a hole in the fabric of reality, which is why we both have been neglecting our tasks. And apparently neglecting that has led to a quite literal hole in the ground. It's weird. And that is where we are now. If you want to hear the full story, then I recommend checking out the entire series starting at episode 1. There's a link to a playlist down in the description somewhere. If, however, you really just want to hear what the Guardian of the Grasslands had to say, then there's episode 6. That's the episode where I had that dream. She explains the whole situation far better than I could ever do in a quick little recap. And so there we are, that's our situation. Nope, not exactly. I forgot to mention in that recap that the frogs are the knights of the Grasslands. Probably why he's looking at me so judgingly. I mean, he's also supposed to protect this place, and it might just be my fault that this has happened. To tell you the truth, I don't really know what to do with this situation. And so I'm just going to do what I do best, what I have been doing, which is to neglect it. What do you think, Wood? Is that a good idea? I am going to ignore your advice. Maybe what we can do... Oh, that's way over. What we can do is check out this. You know, that's alright, loot. I'll take it. Thank you very much. I will take the iron. I'll take out the zombie. And there you go. Now we've got a hole in the ground and I managed to profit off of it. Okay, no. That's not right, is it? Of course I want to fix it. Of course I don't want to just ignore the problem over here. The problem is I don't really know how to solve it. I mean, I know exactly how to solve it. The Guardian of the Grasslands told me how. I just need to mend the hole in reality, but I don't know how to do that. And therefore I don't know how to fix this situation over here. What am I supposed to do? I genuinely have no idea what to do for that. And so I'm just going to put this away. All of these goodies. And I'm just going to go on with the episode. And in the meantime, just think about how I could potentially solve the problem. Is that a good thing to do? I think it's a good thing to do. I mean, what else am I going to do, right? It's the only thing it seems right now. Maybe some of you have an idea? Maybe leave your comments down below. I genuinely have no idea what to do here. For now, what I figure we do is we go back over to Gorf, where... Oh, and there you can see them. The statues that we built last episode. Oh, I got some really great suggestions about those in the last episode in the comments. I figure I'd take some time to have a look at those. Do I not have any moss over here? I don't have any moss over here. Why don't I have any moss over here? Surely I've got moss over here somewhere. I don't think I have moss over here. Let's see if I've got moss over at the house. If I were moss, where would I hide? Ooh, not in there. I've got some of those, but that's not what I'm looking for. Oh no. Do I not have moss anywhere? Oh no, I need moss. See, I thought I had more. Mostly because I know I'd already grown a little bit in the past over here. But this really isn't a lot, is it? Do I need to make a moss machine? It does kind of look like I should make a moss machine at some point. And look at that, looks like we've got a reason to use Brandon again. Because for right now, what I'm just going to quickly do is find a cave somewhere. I always kind of use this cave for this sort of thing. So you just kind of do that, and then whoop, everything turns into moss. And Brandon will make quick work of harvesting it all. I am just going to say that I have enough now, which might be a mistake. I might need more. And then I'm going to have to come back over here and continue, but for now I'm going to say I've got enough. Now some of the suggestions I got alluded very well to making this, a little more weathered. Like for example working in the moss block. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that without sort of ruining it. What we can definitely do is just put some moss over here. And I'm really curious to see what happens. Hello, that's empty on the inside. If you just put little hints of moss in the sides over here. Oh, that just looks weird. That just looks really weird, I think. Yeah, no, that's not how to do it. I'm not quite sure how to make this thing look a little bit more weathered, though. This is not symmetrical. I think it is now. Perhaps we could start over here at the base. I mean, after all, moss would start creeping up from the bottom, especially when there's water this close, right? Also, that's supposed to be a dark tile brick. What is it called? So what if we just go in here and just moss this up a little bit? I kind of feel like that's working. It's doing something. Yeah, I don't hate that. Let's... Oh, that didn't work. Let's go put some more moss up here then, perhaps. Give the illusion that it's sort of spreading into here. Yeah, I think that's alright. I mean, it just gives that illusion, right? That it's a little bit mossy. Perhaps in the cloak a little bit too. Let's have a look at what we think of this. I kind of feel like it could reach a little bit higher. I'm not quite sure though. Like this feels a little bit flat. It's really clear that, whoop, that's where it stops, right? That line over there. So how about we break that up a little bit by just going a little bit like this. And then over there. Oh, not like that. Perhaps it kind of breaks it up a little bit. And then maybe over here as well. And so it kind of looks like it's wrapping itself around, right? I think that's alright. Maybe a little bit more over here. Ooh, on something. Yeah, that's some variety to it. I think I like it. Now let's go do that over on this statue as well. Let's have a look over here. I mean, I think that's working. I think I need to do a little bit more at the bottom here, maybe. But other than that, I think it's working fine. Look at that. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think something like this a little bit. I think this is good. Yeah, I'm liking this. Let's see if we can have a look at it from the sky. After all, people will be coming in from here. It needs to look good from here, from these angles. Ooh, there's one that I'm noticing is not something I like very much. Whoop. This one over here. I don't know why, it stood out to me and therefore it's not good, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's good like this. Let's not touch it anymore. Good enough. Now something that I completely forgot during the construction of these statues, whoops, is the existence of slabs and stairs. And I kind of feel like adding slabs and stairs would make this transition a whole lot nicer. I kind of wanted to try that. Yeah, that does make it a little bit smoother. I'm wondering if it's better though. I don't hate it. I'm definitely not hating it. Let's go try it out on the other statue. Let's have a look. I feel like you don't really see it all that much. Like it's not something that particularly stands out. I think at this point I'm kind of against using slabs and stairs because I feel like it means that I would have to do slabs and stairs everywhere where we have corners and turns. And that would kind of change the entire aesthetic of the statue, which is not something I'm looking to do. And so I think I'll be changing them back. There you go, back to normal. That's kind of all I wanted to try for the statues today, but I do want to thank everyone for their feedback. Most of you really seem to like the statues. Whoa! Nearly fell off there. And most of you also seem to relate to never having built statues in the past before. It is kind of a scary thing, isn't it? And that just makes me extra glad all of you liked it so much. So thank you very much for that. Now we've been working on and off on Gorf for the past, I don't know how long now, a little while. And something I absolutely love when working on projects like this is flying over them, right? Or through them as we did just now. And the reason I like it so much, this was originally swamp. But when you look at it from way up above, we're going to get some more rockets. It's kind of like there's life here now, right? We've created this. Isn't that awesome? Wait, let's go stand on the factory over here. There you go. Oh no! There you go, right? This was all swamp and now there is life here. And I mean, of course, it's far from finished, but there is a vision here, right? You see that, right? We're working on a thing and it is getting results. Now I've shown off this board a couple of episodes ago when we did the arena. Of course, this is the board of all the things we kind of set out to make in Gorf. I think it's time that today we tackle the apothecary. And if my memory serves me well, which let's face it, it probably won't, I have over here, oh there it is, just behind the church I set up this little area. This is supposed to be for the apothecary. I do think, looking at it now though, that's a little bit close to the church. So maybe we move it over into this direction over here. And I kind of feel like that makes sense because this of course is the town hall. This is the town square, right? I feel like having an apothecary close by to all of those things, it's a good idea. I feel like that makes sense. Now let's go set up my shulker boxes over here. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've got these 2 shulker boxes filled with materials that I use regularly in Gorf over here. Now we've got some important decisions to make. Like what level is this building going to be? Is it going to be like where we are right now? Or is it going to be up here? I sort of feel like the road is going down here anyway. It's going to go down there as well. So probably we'll just flatten it out to this level over here where we're standing. And it does mean we'll probably have to get rid of some of these beautiful trees. Now, as for most of my projects here at Gorf, I haven't really planned this one out too much. What I'd like to do with this building is mess around again with those organic shapes that we had in those little houses over there, but bring it to a bigger scale. So let's just say that it starts over here. And we just kind of... There you go. That could be the door over there. We've got a central door. Oh, I do think I want it a little bit bigger. Oh, but then we're encroaching on this thing over here. So maybe we make it bigger to the other side. And actually, I think it's good like this. And we can always... Yeah, okay, we can make weird shapes later. Let's see. Let's put something over there. Let's put something over here. And then let's put something over here. I think that should do. That should be alright. We need to clean up a little bit more over here. But we should be fine. I'm wearing my big boy pants. I can clean up a little bit more. Now let's go see what's going to happen when we connect all of these. There you go. That should make for an interesting shape for a building, doesn't it? Now we do need to think a little bit about what we want in here. But I was thinking the apothecary would be the place where we sell potions, perhaps. So we'll want a place where we can set a brewing station, a brewing stand, rather. I think it would be nice to have a bit of a front desk as well. So that should be somewhere over here. Actually, let's just mark that out with dirt. It will be our front desk. I think it'd be nice to have like a backstage sort of area. What's it called? Just a behind the scenes area. So customers don't go really, where all of the brewing happens. Like so, something like this. I think it would be a cool layout. Wouldn't it? This is getting kind of in my way, so let's get rid of that for now. I think I can remember that there'll be a road here. I'm wearing my big boy pants after all. Now let's start by randomizing the texture, just like I did over here. And it looks like... Yes, I need some polished black stone. There you go. I should have all the different black stones now. There you go, we've kinda got the beginnings of a good building, don't we? I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the roof over here. It's kind of touching on this one. But we'll figure that out as we go. I think we can now start putting in the floor, for which I'd like to use slabs, but I happen to know that I've got a whole bunch more over there. So in the spirit of not wasting materials, let's go grab those. Oh, see, I've got a whole bunch over here. Wow, how do I have so many slabs? There you go, we've got a floor now. Let's go start with the roof. I do like a good roof. Now, of course, all of this needs to blend in a little bit, so I'm taking inspiration from what I've already constructed in the past. You can see I've got a little bit of a gap between the walls and the roof over here. So let's go try and stick with that idea. Just like so. And there you go, it looks like we've now got ourselves a roof. Let's actually go see what it looks like from a distance. Yep, it looks like any other roof over here. Makes it blend in really, really well. Now let's go check this over here. Do we see any weirdness? Anything that we want to fix? Not really. Let's check the other side. See, this sort of solved itself, didn't it? Which proves that neglecting your problems might just be the way to go, sometimes. Alright, so this needs an insight now. And first thing that I'm thinking is I need to raise the walls up a little bit. Because now, as you can see, we've got some gaps in the walls. And that simply won't do. Is this the right color for that? I do think it's alright. Sort of blends in with the wall over here. Let's continue building and we can change this out later. Now this of course is going to have to be a spruce door. Like so. We're going to want to have some... I just call that a spruce door. Now we want a spruce door. That's an oak door. A dark oak door specifically. We're going to want one over here. And we're going to want one over here. But how it's placed, I do not yet know. Let's place it just like so. Whoa, not like so. Like so. There you go. Now I'd like to work on giving this place a ceiling. Now typically what I'd like to do at this point is see if I can add some detail to the ceiling. I always find adding a little trim like this to the ceiling works wonders. Just kind of makes the whole thing look like it's been well thought out, right? Which this whole thing hasn't. But this will give the illusion, right? Look! Looks much better, doesn't it? Now I was thinking we need shelves, a lot of shelves. I feel like a place like this will have a lot and a lot of shelves. on which of course we can place lanterns, which should help a little bit with lighting the place up. And just like that, we've got a whole bunch of shelf, a whole bunch of storage. How to fill all of this up with something interesting. Let's go see what we have that we can fill up with over there. For starters, I have a full inventory. Probably should have cleaned that first. Do I have any flower pots, I wonder? I don't think that I do. We can get some. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of clay cooking, so we can make flower pots with those. And we need to figure out sort of what goes in those flower pots, of course. I mean, it's an apothecary we're making. I sort of figured they have a whole bunch of plant growy stuff, if that makes sense. I can put some mushrooms in. Oh, I don't have any of the red ones. I do feel like having some of the red ones would be really cool in here. Maybe some cactus will be nice for something. I also grabbed some bottles and some brewing stands, which I figure is a good idea. And perhaps, if I've got any leather over here, we can make, or we can just display some potential ingredients, right? Yeah, I think we've got a nice selection that we should be able to make something really nice and cool with. Let's go see in here. I sort of figure we can display the flower pots over here a little bit. It's kind of boring to have them all on the same level, so we're just going to do something like this. We can have that in there. Oh, we're going to do that over here as well. This one should have, what is it? The blue orchid in. Can we place? Oh, we can't. Now here's what I wonder. Sometimes you can do something like this. And then if you aim it right, look at that. Now we get both. Yes, I love it. Fantastic. No, we can't have it. Okay. Can put a flowering azalea in here. Be nice to have one with a sapling in. And then maybe a cactus in this one. There you go. That's nice, isn't it? What do you think, Wood? Yeah, you like it? It's good? Well, then let's put a mushroom in there. A regular azalea we haven't done yet, so let's do that. There you go. But I'm thinking perhaps what we can do is place them down like that. Maybe that will work? Let's twist it around a little bit. I think like that's good. There! Isn't that nice? And then behind here we're also going to have shelves. And of course a bunch of lanterns. And I think this will mostly be just, what's it called? Brewing stands. We can fill this up with a few of these, and it kind of looks like they're being used, right? Not that they are, but they look like they are. We can have a couple more shelves over here. We can have this, and then do the rotten flesh. And then we can still have flower pots in the front. So I do think you should be able to do both of those. And in here we'll just put the other mushroom and a sapling. Sure, why not? There you go. Isn't it decorated really nicely? I think this is a beautiful place for people to get medicine. Isn't it? Maybe do something over here. Maybe a little bit of a waiting area. Ugh. There you go. Have some sign on the side. Make it kind of look like an armrest, right? Ooh, you know what should be in here? Oh, I don't have my ender chest here, do I? No, I do not. I've got the shulker box over here. And that shulker box has bookshelves. And I think bookshelves would be really perfect over there. I mean, medicine and working with medicine, of course, requires a lot of knowledge, which can be found in bookshelves. Maybe some over here as well. Ooh, and if we have the space, perhaps just sneak one in there. There you go, isn't it lovely? Maybe we can do that with more. One over there. Just like so. I mean, it's a little bit random perhaps, but I think it'll be nice. Maybe they can have some brochures over here. Bookshelf full of brochures. I don't know, I'm just making it up. I think we've just managed to make a really lovely little apothecary. Apothecary. There you go. Well, I think that this is another project complete. Come on, let's go outside. Let's go put all this stuff away in the chest over here. We don't really need it anymore. I'll clean it up in the morning because it does appear to be dark. Yeah, the sun is setting. Let's go sleep. Let's go sleep. Let's go sleep. There you go. What's going on? The earth is shaking again. No way. This one is so much worse than the others. What's going on? Is everything alright at the Grasslands? This earthquake seems so much worse than the others. I think we should check it out. Let's go check it out. I mean, what if the crack just got worse? There is the tower. What's that? Those are some really pretty, colorful things coming out of the crack. What are they? Let's go look a little bit closer, keeping a close eye on that creeper over here. Wood! They look a bit like you! They are like you! Oh boy, they're coming up from the cracks! Wood! What's going on? You don't know either? These are some of the mystical creatures from the Grasslands? But they're not supposed to be here, are they? What are they doing here? Where are they going up? Wait, let's have a look. Where are they going? Can we see that? Oh, they're going really high up, aren't they? Oh, that's really high. Ooh, hello, sorry, don't mind me. Ah, I mean, this can't be right, can it? Oh, hang on. This can't be right, can it? It almost feels like this would be a Halloween thing, but it's not Halloween yet. Unless, of course, I wasn't supposed to discover this until next episode. Perhaps this is one of those cliffhangers. Perhaps this is to be continued.